The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from London, England, Vampie.
Wait. Who is that? Who's that rep? Oh my God. Well, Fifi was about to make her way to the ring in singles action tonight. But she got cut off by, who is that? What the heck in our opening contest tonight here for this week's CPW, Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. We were going to have a one-on-one matchup between Fifi, the ultimate 80s trainer of CPW, as she takes on, apparently the debuting for the first time ever, Darla Quinton has arrived here at CPW. It is a debut, a first-time showing of Darla, who is here and is definitely making her presence felt. The first time we've ever seen Darla in a CPW ring, she was already out here and ambushed Fifi on her way to the ring. That is one way to make a debut and one way to make an entrance here at CPW every Tuesday night. As we now know what our first match is going to be to start us off, women's one-on-one action, as we have a new and fresh face in the women's roster here at CPW. And boy, do we have a large women's roster, that is for sure. Whoa, looked like Darla was going to go for a forward roll there, but Fifi rolled out of the way just in the nick of time and hits the basement drop kick into the small of Darla's back. It looks like Fifi's trying to mount a comeback here after being ambushed unsuspectingly by Darla on her way to the ring to start off our show tonight. And Darla gets sent shoulder first into the ring post. No give on that structure right there for sure. Is John Cena going to be wrestling tonight, Zach? John Cena may make a showing tonight here at CPW. We'll have to see. I mean, he's going to be retiring soon. Maybe he'll make a pit stop here at CPW tonight. We'll find out. I think the bigger question than that, Zach, is when is Zach the Helldiver going to show up in CPW? I think more people want to see Zach the Helldiver than John Cena here at CPW. When is that going to happen? And here's Fifi coming back with a series of maneuvers, a back body drop followed by a spine buster. And now twirling Darla around, getting her away from the ring ropes. And now Fifi, what is this? Is she going for the people's elbow? Jumps over. And, Fifi tried to go for the standing moonsault, but Darla raised her knees up. She was ready for that move. She lured her in, baited her in on that one, but she can sit into the ropes. And another back body drop for Fifi onto the debuting Darla here tonight. Fifi now going in, hooking the leg up, but an immediate kick out. And Darla immediately rolls Fifi up into the roll-up. But Fifi is able to escape that pin. Darla dropping an elbow. And a stomp. Ooh, a kick to the midsection. Now Darla's set and ready for something. What kind of finisher does she have in set in mind here? Oh, she's got Fifi up. Oh, and that's the old Victoria finisher, the Widow's Peak. But is it enough to put Fifi away right now? 1, 2, no. Darla bringing out some old Victoria moves. I am a fan. Hitting the old Widow's Peak on Fifi, but Fifi's going to stay in the match. Our opening contest continues on between two of the newest ladies on the CPW roster. Hello, Pool Frog. How are you? Also tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the 8-person World Heavyweight Championship #1 contendership tournament to take place tonight, featuring Grem, Thaddeus, Tad Peters, Raji, Domino, Cassidy Ryan, and many more. That single elimination tournament will take place throughout tonight, and the winner will get a World Heavyweight title shot against Wizard Boss next Tuesday on pay-per-view. And Fifi taking Darla. Oh, my goodness. She propped Darla up on the top ring rope, but knocked her clear off to the outside of the ring. And now we've got a fight on the outside. Fifi's all about showing that wild personality inside and outside the ring. And here she goes. Nice butterfly. Ooh, into the suplex. Butterfly bomb, basically. Fifi going for the cover after that, but Darla's able to kick out before the 3. And Fifi now working on the right arm of Darla. And she's going to go for that very interesting move again. Here comes this standing moonsault, and she connects that time. And hooks the leg up. This time she connects on Darla. Is 2 times the... Oh, and 2 times makes it happen as Fifi picks up the win here tonight over Darla. But it's good to see Darla here in CPW for the first time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Awesome Ones from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 130 pounds, Punk A.
Wait, what the heck? This is 2 times in the... Whoa. Oh, my God. Well, Puppy was making his way to the ring, but he gets ambushed by the former Kappa champion, the Lord of Goats, here in our second match. And that's 2 matches back-to-back now, where we've seen someone come out here and advance early and ambush their opponent as they were trying to make their way to the ring. What the heck is going on tonight? First, it was Darla in our first match, and now it's the Lord of Goats, who's already got the size and strength advantage over the smaller Puppy in this match. And this is surely going to be a David versus Goliath situation here, as Puppy is definitely the smallest person on our entire roster, also the youngest, and Lord of Goats definitely one of the biggest. This is definitely going to be a uphill battle for Puppy, as he is just getting hammered on the outside of the ring before the match he's even started. The bell has never rang. This is just clearly a, oh my God, a big boot to Puppy, as the Lord of Goats is just pummeling and hammering away at Puppy. And the odds are definitely in the favor of Lord of Goats, but we'll see if Puppy can mount a comeback here from behind and try to get a big win here tonight. And he's going to go into the ring, and here we go. The bell is officially rung, and now this match can officially begin. And there you see the size difference. Look at the size difference here. Uh-oh. Puppy trying to pop the Lord of Goats, and he did not like that very much. And this is just the problem that Puppy's going to have here in the land of giants here in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. There's a lot of them.
Nowhere.
Well, somebody's going somewhere, and I'm afraid to see who it's going to be, but we'll see. Oh my God. And the Lord of Goats with just one hand hip tosses Puppy across the ring. There's a drop kick from Puppy, still trying to fight back, and another one. He's not backing down. He's not running away. He's still trying to give it all he's got with a big fight here to the Lord of Goats. Ooh. Oh, look at that. You're just making him mad. You're just making him mad. Lord of Goats keeps trying to go for that big headbutt of his. And I think Puppy is almost just about punched through that overshield. If he can do that, he can finally start to really do some damage to the Lord of Goats. But right now, he is not. Oh, and a Hulk Hogan-style leg drop there onto Puppy and goes for the cover. But look at that. Puppy immediately kicks out, showing that he's nowhere near finished. He's going to fight this thing to the very end. Oh my God. And the Lord of Goats sending Puppy clear out of the ring to the outside. From what I'm hearing, sounds like there is a spectator known as Pool Frog that is getting behind the action tonight. Maybe we'll be seeing Pool Frog jump into the ring. I mean, what better place than Croakitoad Pro Wrestling than to have our next female competitor known as Pool Frog enter the fray inside the squared circle. Perhaps that might happen next Tuesday. We shall see. After all, we just now saw a debut from Darla. You never know who's going to pop up and who's going to show up here at CPW. And now the Lord of Goats is just manhandling Puppy here. Look, he's jockeying for position. Oh my God, just completely powerbombs Puppy, but he gets right back up to his feet and gets met with a choke slam from the Lord of Goats. Oh my God. I think the Lord of Goats is just out here to make a statement. And look at Puppy showing huge resolve here, able to get right back up to his feet after taking all of that damage. Puppy is right back into the big man's face and is giving it to him right here inside the ring. And look at this, mounting punches onto the Lord of Goats while he's down on the mat. Puppy is not backing down and he's not running away. He's trying to give it his all here. And he shoots a half on the Lord of Goats. And it looks like Puppy's trying to get the momentum back in his favor. Can he try to get some more damage done here on the bigger man? Reverse Irish whip, and here comes Puppy. Look at this. Oh, handspring cutter from out of nowhere. Puppy utilizing his speed to work around Lord of Goats, and that worked out for him on that one, but is it enough? No. A kick out at 2. And the match will continue on here against Puppy. And, of course, our former Kappa champion, the Lord of Goats. Running clothesline on Lord of Goats, taking him off his knees. And Puppy sends him off the ropes, missing a couple of shots. Uh-oh. No way we're going to get slap fighting between these two. This is going to be the most ridiculous looking slap fighting I've ever seen. Look at the size difference of this. Look at the size difference of this. Are you kidding me right now? This is like the lightest division of UFC going on against the super heavyweight of UFC. Oh my God, look at this, look at this. They're hammering each other, they're hammering each other. Look at the bruises on the Lord of Goats. Man, Puppy has been lighting them up there. The Lord of Goats with bruising and marks on his face and his neck from all the punches from... Oh, he's going to go for the handspring cutter again. Oh, Puppy out of nowhere. Connects with the handspring cutter. And he's trying to figure out what to do. He's excited. He doesn't know. He's got the jitters. He goes for the cover of Lord of Goats. No. Out of 3 count. Oh my God, how is he going to lift him up like this? Oh, I can't believe he had the strength to pick up the big man like that and drop him right on his face. He pancaked him on his face. Now Lord of Goats stuck in another pin by Puppy, and he almost gets it. And Puppy's got the bigger man reeling. I didn't think he was going to be able to come back and get some big shots like this, like he's been doing. Oh my God, he's going to go for the Spanish fly now. Oh, another big move from Puppy, a move that he's notorious for, and goes straight into the cover on Lord of Goats. Is this going to be enough? Oh my God, he did it. Puppy, who is the shortest, smallest, and youngest person in all of CPW, has just defeated the giant Lord of Goats tonight. What a huge upset. Underdog victory for the underdog Puppy tonight.
All balls hit each other.
Yes, Pull Frog. Everyone you see on the show tonight is a Twitch viewer or a fellow streamer, i.e. Badass Games is even on the roster. Coke Soda Can, Wizard Boz. Folks you know from the bag community are also a part of it. Maybe we'll be seeing Pull Frog soon. If we're on Discord. Are we friends on Discord? I'll have to hit you up to see what wrestler you would like. to have on the show.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the unholy union from another time, Eli Sandra. And her opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, Spivey!
All right, what a match we have right here. I don't believe we've seen Spinny since that 1 hour long Hell in a Cell match, Iron Woman's match, where it was Spinny versus Ashterial for the women's title. Maybe she's been back one time since then, but I don't think she has. This might be the first time we've seen Spinny since that match. Yes, it was literally 1 hour long inside Hell in a Cell. An Iron Woman's match, Spinny versus Ashterial for the women's title. Ashterial actually walked out still the champion, but they crunched through the top of the Hell in a Cell structure 4 different times. And I'm sure there were lots of injuries to the both of them. And we're basically just now seeing Spinny back in action after that giant match. And going toe-to-toe, one-on-one here tonight against Alessandra. And this is a huge opportunity for Alessandra because Spinny is obviously the former women's champion, so if Alessandra can get a singles victory over Spinny, that will definitely move her up in the rankings a little bit when it comes to the women's championship. As Spinny hits a top rope dive splash on top of Alessandra, gets a 2 count. Of course, you know Alessandra is usually hand in hand with whatever devious plans that Azarine has in motion here at CPW, which, by the way, I just remembered Azarine. I forgot. Yes, look at those monsters. Thank you, Rebecca Chambers. There are lots of monsters here in CPW. I just realized it's been so long since we heard from Azarine that Azarine actually had a statement for us tonight, and I completely forgot to play it. My bad. Ooh, big moonsault by Alessandra, but she missed the mark on that one. And Spinny makes her pay for it by stomping her down. This should be a great one-on-one singles battle here. Once again, featuring the ladies of CPW. We have so many here in the land of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. It's amazing. I love seeing a well-stacked, large women's roster. It's incredible. Nice. Standing shooting star press from Spinny, sending Alessandra rolling out of the ring. And Spinny now going to the top rope and hits a nice Hurricane Rana. Clear to the outside, landing right on the mark, and then hits a giant knee to the face of Alessandra, who is doing weird Illidan Stormwind things on the outside of the ring, which confused Spinny. which allowed her to be thrown into the side of the steel steps. And now oh my God, Alessandra misses completely on the big crossbody splash to the outside, but she gets up and acts like it didn't hurt her at all. Dang. All right, we're back inside the ring now, and Alessandra wins out on the exchange, taking Spinny off her feet. But Spinny fires back with a drop kick, and what is this? What is happening? Who the... Is this Liv Morgan? What is real life WWE?
I've got boss weapons!
Apparently Liv Morgan from the real WWE has boss weapons, and it distracted Spinny, and Alessandra tried to roll her up into a pinfall because of that. One of the crazy things you see here every Tuesday night on CPW, you have the chance of seeing real life WWE wrestlers come out here and interrupt the action for us here at CPW, and this time it was the real wrestler Liv Morgan from WWE who decided to come out here and distract Spinny for whatever reason. I mean, who was it we saw last week? We saw two people do that last week. In the Kappa title match, in fact. So strange. So unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, a dragon suplex from Spinny. That's one of her patented moves there. She's got Alessandra folded up like an accordion. 1, 2. Almost gets to 3. Oh, yeah, Pete Dunne was one of them. Pete Dunne. I forget who the other one was. Spinny now. Looking maybe for a springboard. Oh, and she missed. She keeps up tight to her feet, but Alessandra kicks Spinny in the face, and now she's busted open. Alessandra feeling a little bit, feeling some rage go through her veins since that didn't take Spinny down. And it looks like Spinny's wounds from that giant match with Ashterial still have not healed, because Spinny's got a cut on the side of her head as a result of Alessandra kicking her in the side of the face. And now Spinny's going up to the top rope, and here she goes. Oh, a big double stomper off the top rope, lands on the mark. And here comes Spinny once again, looking possibly for, oh no, not the top rope. Ooh, she was going to go for that top rope brainbuster. But it's a good thing Alessandra was able to get out of that. That is a very deadly and very dangerous move in the arsenal of Spinny. And Alessandra landing on her feet from the suplex and takes the leg out from underneath. How's it going? Lady Lavin is in the house with her pillow and her cappuccino. And Alessandra drops Spinny into the ring mat. And look, oh, look at that big win there from Alessandra, taking down the former women's champion tonight one-on-one. That is a huge win for Alessandra, pinning the former women's champion.
What's wrong, baby?
Wow, what's wrong, baby? I don't know. It was a big upset there. And Illidan must be very proud tonight. Well, apparently Alessandra just leveled up from that victory, according to that sound effect. All right, folks, we're going to show you a look at the 8-man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, Timu. We're going to show you a look at the tournament brackets for tonight to see who will challenge Wizard Boss for the World Heavyweight title next Tuesday. We're going to show them for the very first time. Let's go right into it. Here you go. Here are our brackets for tonight. We have to get through every single one of these matches tonight. The winner will face Wizard Boss for the world title next Tuesday on pay-per-view. And we have our first match up in the top left. There you see it. It's gonna be Zach Grem versus Croakitoad 1-on-1. Let's get right into it. Wait, where are the entrances? Hold on. Wait. Why didn't we get entrances? You just threw up? You're really sick? Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, go get some rest. That's not good at all. Are there no entrances in a... Oh, it's off. Why was it off? I'm stupid. All right, now we can go. Yeah, get some rest, puppy. Heal up. Definitely if you're throwing up. Ugh, that's not good.
The following contest is a king
A tisket, tasket. I'll put you in a casket.
making his way to the ring, representing the good guys from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 232 pounds, Grem. And his opponent, representing the Ultimate Maniacs from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 239 pounds, Ted Peters.
All right, the first thing I have to ask is, why is this a regular wrestling match and not a peak pew-pew match? like these two had last Saturday in person. The video posted on Discord in the general chatter category. If you're in our Discord server, you saw it. It looked like it was a tie. It looked like it was a draw. Why are we having a regular wrestling match when we could have a peak pew-pew match instead? That's my first question. And the second question is, it looks like Tad has not decided on his Christmas Winter Wonderland merchandise.
Froggy, is that you?
Well, that's poetic in a whole lot of different ways right there. It looks like Tad has not come out with his Christmas collection costume lineup quite yet. I guess it's not cold enough outside. But the real question is, do you think he'll actually give up his stolen Celestia gear, including her underwear that he's wearing, in order to present his Christmas collection? I don't know. Probably a tough choice there on his part. Nice bridging pin from Grem, but doesn't even get a 1 very early in the match. As we know, Tad and Celestia have been at each other's throats for several months, since way back in the spring here in CPW, one of the longest running rivalries that has been going on right now. It was one of the big shockers that Tad was announced to be in this world title opportunity tournament, because usually we've seen Tad in the tag team ranks and then just being an overall creepy, perverted, psychopathic weirdo to a lot of people on the roster. He hasn't really targeted any kind of championship gold here in CPW at all. So this is actually kind of like Tad's first serious contention for a title belt, other than being tag team champions with Ashterial way long ago. So definitely one of the shockers announcements from last Tuesday, as well as Azarain, who we'll be seeing in action later tonight in round 1 against Raji, the Big Biscuit. Here's the pizza roll from Grem, one of his patented moves, right into a pin. Uh-oh, and he almost got him with it. I guess you could definitely say, well, if Grem and Tad ever decided to become a tag team, which I would never see that happening, we could definitely call these two the Pizza Monsters. No, and another. Hey, yo, thank you, Scott Hall. Nice move from Grem, the Canadian Destroyer, off the middle ring rope and almost gets the win with it. Grem is definitely on a roll right now.
This town is full of pizza. How can you sit there and eat monsters?
Yes, Team Pizza Monsters right here, Tad and Grem. When will it happen? The fantasy tag team of all tag teams, Team Pizza Monsters. Managed by Eddie from Silent Hill 2. Here comes Grem again. He's going to go for it a second time. Springboards up. And another Canadian Destroyer. And wow, the referee was slow to count that one. What the heck is going on here? That should have been at least a 2. Why was the referee so slow to make the count there? Well, a lot Bubsy right now, because the referee was very slow count there for Grem. I wonder if this is some kind of trickery on the part of Tad Peters as usual. Grem now sends Tad into the ropes. Duck under. And Grem catches him. Ooh, spikes him with a DDT. And a standing moonsault from Grem. And this has been mostly all Grem since the bell rang. Tad tries to shoot in. Grem steps aside. Toe kick from Tad. Couple of punches. Rear waist lock into a German suplex. Grem back up to his feet. Kicks him in the side of the face. And Tad with the quickie roll up. Referee taking her sweet time. Only a 1 count. And Tad just punching the side of the big giant smile of Grem. Dropping those pew-pews. Then slams his face into the ring mat. Tad rolls him over. Knee to the back of the shell, but his feet were out into the rope breaks. Tad's got a finisher locked in. And he may be going for it here unless Grem can get out of it. Here comes the zombie maker. He got him. That's the finishing maneuver of Tad Peters. And he's going to immediately go into the cover. Is Grem going to break out of the finishing move? He's got to, yet he does. Somehow, some way, the former and the first ever world champion of CPW kicks out of Tad's finishing maneuver. And now Grem off the ropes. Tad catches him with a trap suplex. Jeff Jarrett somewhere in the building. Bullfrog loving those spammy sound bites. No, top rope elbow drop, but nobody home on that one. Grem's going to try to capitalize on the mistake. 1, 2, no. And this match will continue. 4-star match, tied for best match of the night so far. Nice move from Grem, just a little bit quicker than Tad. Hits the standing moonsault. Diving on top of him. Oh no, did he have another zombie maker locked in? He did. No, Grem gets caught in it out of nowhere. And Tad drops the hero of CPW, the fan favorite rather, with the zombie maker. Second time in the match. Grem's got to kick out of this. 1, 2, and he does. Barely. And the frustrated is setting in on the perverted Tad Peters, who would advance into round 2 in our tournament tonight if he can defeat Grem. Here comes Tad again. What is he trying to do? Is he trying to pop his head off? This psychopath was trying to pop Grem's head off like he was an action figure. But luckily Grem was able to get out of that. And now we're on the outside of the ring. Tad sending Grem back into the ring. Standard rules apply in this. Tad Peters going to the top rope here, but decides against it. And now telling Grem to get to his feet. And hits him with the Luthez press. Grem trying to... Oh, Tad going high risk again, but it does not pay off. Grem, oh, he missed too. Double misses on the high risk for both of them. Toe kick from Grem out of nowhere. He's got the finisher set in, and oh, Cowabunga plunge by Grem. That's another finishing maneuver on Tad. Spikes him on his head. Is that it? No, I can't believe it. These two taking each other to the limit here. 4.5 match star rating. I can't believe it. I really thought it was over right there. But somehow, some way, Tad is able to power out of the finisher. Grem with the onslaught. Oh, nice side Russian leg sweep. Lifting Tad to his feet, pops him. Oh, here comes the pizza punch. Look at the crowd, look at the crowd. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Pops him in the side of the face. Is that going to be it? Does the pizza monster punch seal the deal? And it does. Grem will move on to round 2 in our world title tournament.
Here is your winner, Grem.
All right, we'll take a look at our brackets now. After that match here, you can see Grem has advanced to round 2, where he will face the winner of Cassidy Ryan or Domino coming up here in just a little bit. As a matter of fact, while we're in the tournament menu, let's just go ahead and get right into our next one. Let's go ahead and do Thaddeus versus Big D right now and get that round 1 match out of the way right now while we're in here. I don't know why it keeps turning entrances off, but let's get right into it. The boss of CPW himself, Thaddeus, one-on-one against Big D.
The following is a King of the Ring first round match. Making his way to the ring, representing the corporation from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Boss, Theodore Peters. And his opponent from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 272 pounds, Big D.
Okay, here we go. One-on-one. We've got the boss, the chairman of CPW, heads up here against Big D. Once a lifetime ago, Big D was actually the World Heavyweight Champion in another multiverse ago. He has not been able to get back to that throne since CPW became a thing, but this is a huge opportunity for Big D to do such a thing here. We'll see how this one plays out. Also, we've got predictions tonight if you want to cash in some channel points, Twitch channel points. If you think you know who's going to win, try to earn back some Twitch channel points and get you one step closer to earning yourself 1 million Twitch channel points to pick a game that I will play of your choosing on stream. We actually had the first redemption of that in Croakitoad history just a few weeks ago. Redeemed that. It was Signified who had built up 1 million channel points and selected a game for me to play, which I will be doing very soon. The first person in history to ever have 1 million channel points and be able to do that, cash in that redemption. And after the rest hold there, Thaddeus looking to secure something, but Big D right back on him. Lots of back and forth reverses going down right now. The Big D getting shot off the ropes. Thaddeus ducks under, missing the back elbow. And Big D with the short arm clothesline, taking Thaddeus off his feet. Big D now stomping away at the right hand of Thaddeus while he's down, and a knee drop to the face. Thaddeus has definitely been there before. Multiple-time World Heavyweight Champion in different multiverses. He has yet to hold the CPW World Heavyweight Championship or the world. Actually, he hasn't had a World Heavyweight title in, oh my God, years and years. Now mostly just resorting to running things in the background and causing. Well, actually, he kind of passed the torch down to Domino, to be honest. I think that's really what happened. He passed his torch down to Domino to be his next corporate champion and live vicariously through him. And ever since, he's been vying for Domino to become World Heavyweight Champion, who is also in this tournament. But we get to see a rare appearance of the old man himself participating with his knee braces on and all, to try to get a shot at Wizard Boss next Tuesday on pay-per-view. As he cinches as a trap hold on Big D while he's down. And there you go, the great historian, the great archivist. Nope, it's Nate in the chat. And there was, by the way, his finishing maneuver, the Poisoner, the Tilt-A-Whirl Slam. Thaddeus called it the Poisoner as a homage to his old training partner, and he just connected to it on Big D, but Big D kicked out of it. And now Thaddeus, a stomp to the breadbasket. More stomps, maybe a little bit below the belt there, wouldn't surprise me. Now working the legs, just trying to work Big D over here, try to take the wheels out from underneath the bigger man. But it can only go so far, and here comes Big D showing the strength. Overhead pressing the boss up and down over his head. Look at the strength of Big D, and then goes in for the cover, hook in the leg. Is that enough to stun Thaddeus? No. It was close, but no cigar. Here comes Big D now. Uh-oh. This may be backpack stunner. This is one of his finishing maneuvers right here. Connects. Executes the backpack stunner on the boss, but is it enough? It might be still too early in the match. No, it isn't. Big D has just pinned Thaddeus, and the boss is out of the tournament. Big D will advance to round 2 in our world title tournament tonight. Connects. Those who know, know. And that's like 3 of us. All right, here's a look at our tournament so far. We've seen Tad and Thaddeus, father and son, losing in their matches tonight. So Grem and Big D have advanced. When we come back to our tournament to find out who will challenge Wizard Boz for the world title next Tuesday at Slamsgiving, our pay-per-view for November, it'll be Cassidy Ryan versus Domino, and then Azarain against the Big Biscuit Raji when we come back to the tournament to continue. But we'll be right back to this, but we have other matches we have to attend to tonight as well. So we'll be back in just a moment with our next matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the non-stop honor championship.
Oh, it's time for this week's Kappa title match. Last Tuesday, we saw Whiskers, the Easter Bunny, win the Kappa title. What? No. The retirement tour goes through CPW as well. He's here.
Hold on.
Look at that golden Kappa on the title belt. The same golden Kappa that we have here in the Twitch chat right now. Ha 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 ha.
Introducing the challenger. From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena! And his opponent, from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 202 pounds, the non-stop honor champion, Whiskers!
Well, we saw Whiskers beat Mr. Cantot last Tuesday to win the Kappa title, so this is Whiskers' first defense as Kappa champion, and this is the one title belt that is the hardest to hang on to every Tuesday night. It's on the line against a new challenger, and you never know who the challenger is going to be. Case in point right here, we would never have expected John Cena, who is on the verge of retiring in real life, his last match coming up in a couple of weeks from now, and he'll never wrestle again. He has apparently come to CPW as a pit stop on his retirement to challenge for CPW's Kappa Championship against our champion, Whiskers. And can you imagine if John Cena is actually able to come to CPW tonight and win the Kappa title? That would be incredible. But it looks like he has already busted open the Whiskers, although you can't see it because Whiskers doesn't have any blood apparently. But apparently he did. And there's John Cena with the first pin on Whiskers. And hey, who knows? Maybe at Saturday night's main event, John Cena's actual final retirement match will be against Whiskers in real life too. I could see a bunny rabbit coming out to face John Cena in his retirement match. John Cena slowly crawling away as he tries to get away from Whiskers. Whiskers turns him around in the corner and maybe going for a tornado DDT onto John Cena, who is now busted open as well. Whiskers getting a cut from John Cena, and now John Cena has got a cut in his forehead too. You know, he's busted open. And Whiskers leapfrog over, nice. Belly to belly overhead suplex off the rebound. And a knee drop from Whiskers. Here comes Whiskers, springboard into an elbow drop. Barely got all of that. And John Cena is down for right now. Whiskers going to the top rope here. Uh-oh. We get a zoom-in shot of Whiskers. And front drop kick. As soon as Cena got to his feet, he got connected. And then drops a pendulum elbow drop. Throwing the wrist into the remat. John Cena suckers him in for a pinfall, but only a 1 count. Oh, Whiskers missing the flying drop kick. And now Cena's back on the attack. Duck under. Oh, and Whiskers caught him with the front face lock. Counters the move from John Cena. Sends him off the ropes. Duck under. Leapfrog. And Cena fires back with his own reversal. Picks Whiskers up, but he slides down the shoulder. Inverted DDT. And now it's Whiskers' turn to come back, missing the elbow. And John Cena levels him with a lariat. John Cena spins him around, goes for an axe handle, but Whiskers counters, chops, chops, chops. And Whiskers fights off the shoulders. And, oh, Whiskers pops him one over the top of the head. And now Whiskers going to the top. He's calling for Cena to get to his feet again. Is he going to go for that drop kick? No, he went airborne with a shoulder block off the top rope again. And now goes for the cover on John Cena. 1, 2, Cena kicks out. CPW's Kappa title hanging in the balance here with John Cena coming to CPW on his retirement tour to challenge for the belt. Will John Cena walk out as Kappa champion tonight? We shall see. Whiskers fired up with a finisher. Oh, and we're going to get slap fighting. John Cena is slap fighting the bunny. John Cena and the Easter Rabbit are punching each other in the ring. When will you ever see this anywhere else except Croakitoad Pro Wrestling? And Whiskers keeps goading Cena on to keep punching him, but it didn't work out in his favor, and lots of chops and a drop kick from Whiskers, sending Cena reeling back into the corner. Oh, nice move from Whiskers. More kicks, lots of bunny kicks. John Cena slowly coming back. He's got Whiskers up. And sit out power bomb. John Cena staying on the offensive here. Whiskers was trying to back away, but Cena caught him. Whiskers now returning the offensive. Nice suplex from Whiskers, who's now going to go to the top again. Here he goes, bunny hop. And he connects with the top rope bunny hop onto John Cena, who's down on the mat. Is this it for our Kappa title this week? No. Super Cena kicks out. Whiskers backing up into the corner, thinks he has him. Is this it? Oh, he missed. He missed the Easter egg roll. And Cena with another strong lariat. Cena sending Whiskers into the ropes. Hip toss. And goes for the cover. A bleeding John Cena going for the cover as the referee slaps the bunny's head. And Cena's got a finisher locked in. What a great time to raid. Miles Wildmore, the Kappa title. It's the Easter Bunny against John Cena on his retirement tour for the Kappa title. John Cena dropping Whiskers down to the ring mat. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Power Wash Simulator 2. What a great game. Cena spins Whiskers around. Rear waistlock. And a sidewalk slam from John Cena. He is on the momentum streak right now over our Kappa champion Whiskers. Pulls him away from the ring ropes, and Cena maybe going for the STFU. He goes for submission here on Whiskers, the Kappa champion, and Whiskers cannot tap out. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? John Cena. Oh, I thought he was going to tap for a second. Instead of going for the FU, he went for the STFU, but Whiskers refused to tap out. Surprisingly, I thought it was over there. Elevated bunny drop kick onto Cena. Someone dropped a Diablo portal somewhere in town. Whiskers now rolling Cena over, going for the cover, and he gets it. Whiskers has defeated John Cena on his retirement tour to remain the Kappa champion here at CPW.
Still non-stop honor champion, Whiskers.
No.
Spit on that thing.
You talk too much.
All right, coming up next, we've got a huge match as it pertains to the hardcore title division. I hope you're ready to see some tables get exploded tonight.
You gotta believe.
No.
The following contest is a fatal five-way table match. Making his way to the ring from the wasteland, weighing in at 310 pounds, Butcher Peter. And representing the Terrors from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Necromancer. And from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 245 pounds, Jeff Morse E.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Lee Lowe. And representing the corporation from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Dog.
Oh boy, here we go. You'll notice the elephant in the room is that the hardcore champion of CPW is not actually in this match. We don't see Psycho T in this thing. There's probably a reason for that, considering the pay-per-view is next Tuesday. We need a #1 contender for the hardcore championship, so this could very well be a #1 contendership to see who Psycho T will be defending his hardcore title up against. And apparently this is a 5-person tables elimination match. So just because one person gets crunched through a table doesn't mean the match is over. Everybody is going to get crunched through a table until there's one person left remaining in the match. So no doubt Psycho T is watching very intently backstage to see who he will most likely have to put his title up against next Tuesday. Whether it's the person he knows the most personally, Jess Moxie, or any of these other psychotic, murderous people on the CPW roster who decide to live and thrive in the hardcore division, which is by far the most violent and bloodthirsty division in all of CPW. I mean, just look at the people we have in this thing. We've got a necromancer. We've got a cannibal from the Capital Wastelands who comes out with a chainsaw. We got Thaddeus's, the boss's personal hired security guard, Deputy Dog. We've got Jess Moxie, who's a multiple-time hardcore champion, and that's the only matches he ever competes in is hardcore matches. And of course, basically the female representation of the hardcore division at this point, for the most part, Lilu, who comes out with a flaming baseball bat and is no stranger to getting put through tables and using weapons. This is about as violent as they come in the land of CPW right here. All 5 of these participants would love nothing to get a shot against Psycho T in that hardcore title and have a bloodthirsty brawl next Tuesday. You'll notice there's not even a referee out here. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be a referee in the middle of this thing.
Delete!
That's right, the referee has been deleted from this match for fear of their own personal well-being and safety. Especially in a match like this where the only way to win is to put people through tables. Oh, and Necro gets stiffed on the outside. And so far we've not seen any tables in action. It looked like Lilu brought a table into the ring. Butcher Pete's got a table in the ring with Lilu.
His brain's on vacation.
Couldn't agree more, Jim Ross. Couldn't agree more. There's another table, and Necro gets popped in the face with it, but he's back up and hits him with a lariat. And now Butcher Pete off the ropes. Getting back body dropped by Lilu in the ring. And now Lilu setting up a table in the ring. Butcher Pete might be in trouble here. He might be the first one eliminated by Lilu. But Butcher Pete fighting off. Nope, she slips out of the shoulder. Now everybody's in the ring now. We got 3 tables in the ring. 3 tables in the ring. Yes, there is room on the roster. In fact, I counted earlier. We have 15 spots left on the roster. Now that will go down drastically because there's like another 5 or 6 more people that still need to be made. But yes, there is room. Not very much room, but there is room. Wait, we've got 4 tables in the ring right now. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. There are literally 4 active tables in the ring right now. Oh my God. In any second, someone could get incidentally crunched through one and be eliminated. Everyone's going to have eyes in the back of their heads here because there is a lot of action going down. Oh my God. And Lilu is going to town on everybody with that table. She just nailed everybody. And Jess Moxie going to try to earn his right to meet up with his on-again, off-again partner, Psycho T, who's watching from Nightmare World right now, seeing all this carnage go down. And Butcher Pete's got Trash Can, his old friend. And Trash Can almost went through the... Trash Can almost went through the table. Would that have counted as an elimination? Here comes Jess Moxie with a forearm shiver to the side of Butcher. Necro's in trouble here from Deputy Dog. We might have our first table eliminated. And Necro is going to have to go back to the vaults, the catacombs, because he has been eliminated. And then there were 4. Lilu might be next, courtesy of Butcher Pete. Oh, no. Nope. There are weapons all over the place. Lilu looking to eliminate Butcher Pete. And Necro slowly... Jess Moxie. No! Jess Moxie, probably the hands-on favorite to win the thing, has been crunched through a table courtesy of Deputy Dog, and it looks like we're going to be having some fresh meat next Tuesday for the hardcore title, challenging Psycho T. Wow. I think a lot of people would consider that a giant upset, that Jess Moxie... Lilu's about to get coned. Lilu just got coned by Deputy Dog. And that cone went in the... Well, it went in one of the holes. And then there were 3, so now Jess Moxie has got to figure out what his game plans are going to be for next Tuesday. And now Psycho T looks to defend his hardcore title against Lilu, Butcher Pete, or Deputy Dog at this rate. Lilu with a... What is this, a gory neck breaker? I don't know, Deputy Dog cut it off, whatever it was. Spinning toe hold from Deputy Dog. Shades of Terry Funk there. And Lilu is tapping out, but there are no tap outs in this. Deputy Dog twisting her knee, trying to maybe cause a knee injury there, but there are no tap outs or pinfalls in this match. You have to put someone through a table to win. And oh my God, Butcher Pete was spitting some kind of substance that he found in the Capital Wasteland, but it missed. That acidic spit did not hit the mark. She was able to dodge it in the nick of time. And Lilu getting a back lower part of her spine crammed against the guardrail. All right, Butcher Pete, barefoot and all, back in the ring. Well, looks like Deputy Dog and Butcher Pete are going to meet up inside the ring. Off the ropes, kitchen sink from Butcher Pete as Lilu brings a table in. Oh, and Lilu, nice springboard forearm shot, taking Butcher Pete down. I think Lilu, where's she going? Deputy Dog with a table and just chunks it on Butcher Pete. Misses a shoulder block. Lilu capitalizes with a lariat. Lilu going for yet another... What is this? A very strange submission move here from Lilu. Knowing her, she'd probably call it the scissor lock. All puns intended. Oh! And we had a fluorescent light tube enter the match, but...
Le Champion.
But Le Champion has just raided us. And by Le Champion, I mean Mahone Capone. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, STS Kev Jr. Welcome to CPW Tuesday night. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Raiders. Also doing 2K25. Check them out. Appreciate the follows. Welcome in. Lilu looking for her elimination. And she does. Deputy Dog has been eliminated. And the corporate bodyguard to the boss Thaddeus has been crunched through a table and eliminated. Now who will fight Psycho T for the hardcore title next Tuesday on pay-per-view at Slamsgiving? Will it be Butcher Pete, the madman of the Capital Wasteland, or will it be Lilu, the only hardcore female combatant in the matchup? I hope the stream went amazing over there at Mahone Capone. Thank you once again for the raid. I appreciate it very much. Look at all the carnage in the ring. There are table shards and weapons everywhere. I'm just wondering who Psycho T would prefer more to defend his hardcore title against next Tuesday. Would it be Lilu or Butcher Pete? Uh-oh. Here comes the last table of the match. Who's going to get crunched through it? Ooh. Lilu with the misdirection does not go for the table. They're on Butcher Pete. Reverse Irish whip into the table. Lilu in trouble here. Uh-oh. I think it's Butcher Pete. I think it's Butcher Pete. No! It's Butcher Pete. Butcher, the madman Butcher of the Capital Wasteland, has earned his shot for a hardcore title next Tuesday on pay-per-view.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh! Who put the shark there?
All balls hit each other.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Paul Bearer from San Diego, California, weighing in at 266 pounds, the International Champion, Kane. And his partner, representing power and glory from another time, weighing in at 222 pounds, the hero, Ling Eng. And representing Les Femme Fatales from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 232 pounds, Miles Wildman. And from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 302 pounds, Rock Hardcore Me.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, we got ourselves a tag team matchup. It's going to be Chain, the international champion, along with his manager, Paul Bearer. the man of all the wisdom, guiding Chain. And ever since Paul Bearer came to be Chain's manager, look at all the glory and gold and championships Chain has around his waist. He's the international champion right now, winning the Elimination Chamber 2 months ago. He's also the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, which means he could cash in on another title anytime, any place, anywhere he wants. Ever since Paul Bearer came into Chain's life, his life has turned around for the good. And he's teaming up tonight with the hero Linky, who seems to be still in the midst of a giant rivalry with Miles. Despite us not seeing Linky for several months, he made his big return a few weeks back. And he still wants a piece of Miles. He hasn't forgotten about their ongoing rivalry. Definitely a contender for Feud of the Year for the CPW Croaky Awards later this year. And of course, let's not forget about the giant behemoth of a muscle man himself, Rock Hard Meat. The BAG, the former international champion who wants his title belt back. He lost it in that Elimination Chamber to Chain. And he wants that international title belt back around his waist. I'm sure he does not care about teaming with Miles tonight, but they're going to put their differences aside tonight to try to get a win here over the current champion and Linky. As you see Paul Bearer down at the bottom of the ring on the top part, coaching Chain on as Chain hits the play of the day on Miles, but Rock Hard Meat comes in to make the save for his partner in this 2-on-2 tag team matchup. And I have a feeling that next Tuesday for the international title belt, we might actually see all four of these in a fatal four-way match with the belt on the line. How crazy would that be? It's like combining Linky and Miles' rivalry and feud together inside the international title picture. Rock Hard Meat gets what he wants. He gets a rematch clause for his belt that he lost. The only person that doesn't get what they want is Chain, because he'll have to defend his belt against 3 contenders. But hey, that's what happens when you're a champion in CPW. You got to be a fighting champion. By the way, thank you, Sarah Boo, for the raid. I hope your stream went awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. And maybe someday we'll see Sarah Boo join the roster so we can see Sarah Boo kick Roxas right in the wiener here at live on CPW. I think the fans would love to see that. Here comes Rock Hard Meat. Badass Games has entered the match and is letting loose on Linky right now. The mountain of a man doing the damage and now tagging Miles in. And here is the rivalry right here. Linky versus Miles. Outside of probably Celestia versus Tad, definitely feud of the year contender for CPW for this season, I would say, is Linky versus Miles. What a rivalry they've had throughout the entire year, through the summer, through the spring, and now into the fall. And it seems like it will continue even to next Tuesday on pay-per-view. Gonna be crazy, gonna be wild. It's gonna be very wild, if you know what I'm saying, as Miles pops Linky with punches and kicks. And an enziguri to take Linky off his feet. We saw Linky versus Chain one-on-one last Tuesday, and Miles came out and popped them both after the match was over. So I'm sure they have some revenge in mind there. But here comes Rock Hard Meat back in again, squeezing the trapezius muscle of Linky and now letting him back up into the corner. And Rock Hard Meat, big splash, big meaty splash. But Linky got out of the way. Uh-oh. You just made him mad. It's going to be an orgy of orgasms, violence, blood, body slams, blood, sweat, tears, and even maybe a little bit of poop next Tuesday on pay-per-view. You don't want to miss it. And now Chain gets tagged in, going head-to-head with Rock Hard Meat as he gets sent into the ropes. Duck under by Rock Hard Meat, picks him up and hits him with a power slam. Chain with a knee to the gut, trying to go for a shoulder block, but he can't put the big guy down. Oh my goodness, and Rock Hard Meat plowing through Chain, taking him off his feet. And I wonder what kind of advice Paul Bearer is giving to Chain right now from ringside. And Rock Hard Meat Well, that was a juicy one right there. Hopefully that wasn't in the ring. Someone's going to have to clean up a mess. Oh, Rock Hard Meat getting out of the rear waistlock. Chain firing back. Punches, and Rock Hard Meat just got mad again. Uh-oh. He's got Chain by the throat. What's he going to do here? Choke slam. No! And Rock Hard Meat drops Chain into the mat with a choke slam. And he pops him around, spins him around, double axe handle to the back of the head, and Chain rolls out of the ring to the ring apron next to his manager, Paul Bearer. And Rock Hard Meat tried to go for the spear, but Chain deflected it. But Rock Hard Meat's ready for him. Ooh, headbutt from Chain. Side headlock. And pops Rock Hard Meat the side of the head. And it looks like Miles is there to save his team from losing. Nice tag team save there. And what? Oh, Chain. Oh, look at this. Chain immediately going for the chain of chain lock. His submission move on the big man, Rock Hard Meat. Trying to make the Meat tap out. Oh, and Rock Hard Meat pops him in the side of the head, and I think he's busted open. Oh, yeah, Chain's got a cut. Rock Hard Meat got out of the finishing submission maneuver of Chain. And look at this. Rock Hard Meat with a jackhammer. That's his finishing maneuver. And plows Chain into the mat. There's Linky to make the save for his team. And Rock Hard Meat didn't like that. He roared at Linky, telling him to get out of the ring. Looking like a Goron over there. Looking like Ganondorf. Miles going to the middle ring rope. And I think he didn't get much of that axe handle on Chain. Miles getting whipped into the corner, and now a tag made to Linky. And here comes the assist. Assisted shoulder block, taking Miles off his feet. Miles right back up. Linky with the springboard and connects with a knee shot. And he got a little bit too close to Rock Hard Meat there. He got popped in the back of the head. Here comes Linky now sending Miles into the ropes. And a rupee cutter on Miles. The rupee cutter on Miles. And here comes Badass Games to make the save. Oh, Coke, can you send me a DM to remind me to update Matt's username in the game since he got his old name back? Linky dropping an elbow. Trying to go for a splash, but Miles rolls out of the way. And now Miles, nice elevated drop kick. And I think Linky's been busted open now. I think everyone is cut open now in this match. Linky, European uppercut. Takes Miles off his feet. And, oh, a famouser. Famouser from... Thank you for the hydrate. I will take that. Linky rolls out of the ring. Oh, nice move from Miles. Half Nelson suplex from Miles. That was a good one. Elevated lariat from Linky, firing back. And yes, that is one thing to expect and wait to see. As we all know, the Game Awards with Jeff Keighley is going to be happening soon. We all know about the Game Awards. We're all going to be watching them. Where Claire Obscure is probably going to win every single category. But here in CPW, we've got the CPW, not only the CPW Croaky Awards for Superstar of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Theme Song of the Year, Feud of the Year, Finishing Move of the Year, Match of the Year, all that good stuff we're going to be doing. But also the Croakitoad Croaky Awards as well, as a whole, for the streams here on Twitch. Very exciting. Can't wait to see what the nominees are for the CPW version and the Croakitoad version. Lots of great things happened in CPW and in the world of Croakitoad in general. Should be a lot of fun. Here comes Chain, set for a finisher, but Miles cut him off with a jawbreaker. And, oh, look at Chain. He tried to go for the Shoryuken. Literally a Shoryuken, but Miles stepped out of the way and hits the somersault on Prettier and goes for the cover, but Linky's there to make the save. I feel like if Linky were not there, this match would have been over, courtesy of Miles, onto the Chain. Miles trying to whip him over to his corner. Oh, and there's a Shoryuken. It connected that time from Chain. He connected, and now he's got Miles locked into the chain of chain lock. He's got him in the chain of chain lock. Oh, and Rock Hard Meat is not able to get in the ring to make the save. He was too big and too slow to get in there, and Chain makes Miles tap out. And the international champion walks out of another one with a victory here tonight in this tag team matchup. But from what I'm hearing in the backstage from Thaddeus and Eric Bischoff, I think these four will be competing next Tuesday on pay-per-view for Chain's international title. That is going to be one hell of a matchup.
Oh, yes!
No.
All right, it's time to switch back over to our World Heavyweight Title Tournament. We've already seen two of the first round matches go down. Here they are right here as we see Grem and Big D have advanced to round two. It's time to get to Cassidy Ryan versus Domino. Coming up next, the winner will advance to meet Grem in round two. And then right after this, we will have Azarain versus Raji to see who will meet Big D in the semifinals on that side of the bracket. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Battle of the Casshole against the Asshole. Or should I say the Casshole versus God's favorite asshole right here.
The following contest is a King of the Ring first round match. Making his way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 246 pounds, Cassidy Ryan.
Just a minute.
And his opponent, representing the corporation from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, weighing in at 275 pounds, Donald O.
All right, well, we know this is the next match in our tournament, round one match. The winner of this will move on to meet Grem in round two. And I could honestly see Grem versus Domino or Grem versus Cassidy Ryan in the next round in the semifinals. But this is actually kind of a wild match. Wow, look at Cassidy Ryan getting all up into Domino's grill right there. These two have had an on-again, off-again partnership as it pertains to trying to strip the World Heavyweight title from Grem in the past. And now it seems like just the way the tournament sorted itself out, these two are going to have to go head-to-head in the first round. By the way, hoping Roxas recovers from his flu or fever, whatever it is. Recovers swiftly, our poor little Roxy boy. And hello, Feats, welcome in. And Domino gets dropped neck first over the top ring rope. A tie up here from Cassidy Ryan and Domino as we are in the midst of our World Heavyweight title #1 contendership tournament that was announced last Tuesday. And actually, Wizard Boz was the one that made the announcement. He came out here at the start of the show last Tuesday and announced that this tournament was going to be a thing. Since he defeated Grem last month on pay-per-view at Purgatorium, we were left trying to figure out who the next #1 contender was. And we got some rest holds here. Domino's got Cassidy Ryan locked into the hammerlock there. Stampmares him over, cinches in a side headlock, and Domino applying the pressure. And we are definitely slowing it down here between Cassidy Ryan and Domino, two guys that have not had the CPW World Heavyweight title yet, but have been trying to go for it for months and months and months. I think for the very first pay-per-view a year ago, these two guys were involved in the match that Grem won to crown the very first World Heavyweight Champion, in fact. Almost like permanent presence in the main event picture here at CPW. Top of the mountain. Ooh. Angle slam on the outside of the ring from Cassidy Ryan, dropping Domino on his back. And Cassidy Ryan would be the one to try to win this thing by countout. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if he tried to throw Domino out of the ring and win by countout. That would be the Cassidy Ryan way for sure. But the problem with that is that Domino would do the same exact thing in return. And by the way, I can't take credit for God's favorite asshole versus the Casshole. That is, I have to drop credit where it's due, and that's all Fuse 4 Spence right there. Two perfect nicknames, the epitome of both of these guys in the ring right now. Of course, Domino, we all know, passed away back in 2017, 2018, around there. One of my good friends from the AO America Online era, way back in the chat room days when we first started. We came to Justin.tv, which is now Twitch.tv. Lost him due to complications of surgery. He loved the EFed. He loved my projects. Was a huge supporter, very loyal to me. We lost him due to a complication with surgery that year, and I said ever since, as long as I keep doing wrestling EFEDs like this, I would continue to have Domino in my league as a memory and a tribute to him for as long as I continue doing it. And ever since, he has been a huge part of Thaddeus in character, being his corporate champion, inseparable together side by side. In fact, I mean, if you really think about it, my original character, who is Thaddeus, who we saw in the match earlier, who is the chicken farmer, by the way, he basically is a little bit too old to be an active wrestler. So my original character, when I first started doing this, basically passed the torch down to Domino. And it's been that way since, as a tribute and a memory of him, who he lost in real life. But Domino just got stuffed with the suplex there by Cassidy Ryan. And he comes off the ropes and hits the Mr. Perfect special on the neck whip. Going for the leg of Domino now. And he's got the knee all cinched up, trying to take the wheel out of the big man. As these two vie for competition in their first match tonight, the winner will move on to meet Grem in round 2. In the semifinals, Domino trying to go for the big boot, but Cassidy Ryan misses his, and Domino caught him anyway. Lateral press from Domino, and he's going to put his feet on the ring ropes. This is a perfect example of bad guy going against bad guy right here. Uh-oh, and there's Cassidy Ryan with the rear naked choke. He's got him all locked up. Is Domino going to tap? Cassidy Ryan's got him all... Oh, and he got him. Cassidy Ryan has forced Domino to tap in this round 1 matchup. Cassidy Ryan will move on to round 2 to meet Grem. Can he do it? All right. There we see our semifinals at the top of their brackets. Now we move on to our last round 1 matchup. It's going to be the psychopathic maniacal clown known as Azarain to take on the former champion, the Big Biscuit, Raji himself. The winner, of course, moving on to round 2 to meet Big D. Let's get right into it.
The following contest is a King of the Ring first round match. Making his way to the ring, representing the unholy union from your darkest fears, weighing in at 231 pounds, Madman Clown.
Wow, the fans do not like Azarain tonight.
Cletus, the football robot, you're my only hope. No one likes you.
Piku, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Tuesday Night CPW, where all my viewers and fellow streamers are wrestling in the ring. I'll be with you in just a moment. Thank you so much, Raiders, for coming in.
And his opponent from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 344 pounds, Jeremy Moore.
Was Raji, the Big Biscuit, the former World Heavyweight Champion, makes his way down to the ring to take on Azarain in our World Title Tournament tonight. We welcome all impacted PQ Raiders for coming in, and I hope the stream was awesome over there on that Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. That's a game I've been wanting to play. How is it? How would you rate it 1 out of 10? Thanks for coming in, Mama Sugar, Miss Purple Pickle. I like the name. Smith 1818. Thank you so much for coming in. Y'all be sure to follow Piku. He's really awesome. Lots of fun streams, lots of crowd control. He's like really tight with the crowd control people, does lots of crowd control games, lots of variety, lots of multiplayer. Always a fun time, lots of cosplay with Piku as well. Multiplayer, variety, everything you could ask for. Piku, definitely give him a follow, y'all. How's it going, JenQuake99? Welcome in. Thank you so much for rating in. You finished playing Return to Moria. It was actually a pretty interesting game. Give away the game call. Ooh. I can't believe I missed out on that. Dang. I am sad I missed out on a giveaway because I've been really wanting to try that game out. All right, here we go. Azarain and the big boy, Raji. The bell has rung. The match has begun. For any of you curious about what's going on right now, since you rated into us, this is called Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. It's what we do every Tuesday night here on this channel. All of my viewers, community members, and even some fellow streamers here on Twitch compete in the ring here every Tuesday, built like a real-life show as they go for plots, storylines, feuds, and title belts. You're catching us right now in the middle of a first-round World Heavyweight title matchup here between a guy named Azarain, who is obviously got Kefka from Final Fantasy VI inspirations, taking on the big man known as Raji, who is actually really from Arkansas in real life and loves football very much. And that's the cool thing about all of our characters we have on this show. It's usually inspirations about what people like in real life, like favorite games, favorite pop culture, favorite sports, what have you. That's mostly what all the characters on this show are built like. It's all CPU versus CPU. It's simulated. No one's playing anything. We're all just sitting back watching and letting the RNG gods decide what happens. Like this inside cradle roll up here from Raji at the very start of the match. But Azarain kicks out quickly. You're also from Arkansas, Dark Viper? Really? You need to let Razorback Hitman know that next time he's in the chat. That's cool. Raji now lateral press. But Azarain gets out of that one as well. Maybe at some point we'll see Impacted Piku join the wrestling ring and get in on the wrestling. What do you think? I'd like to see Piku get in on this. Maybe dressed up like a knight, like he usually is on his streams. We could make it happen. Another quick roll-up from Raji onto Azarain. He's trying to really troll him to try to win this thing early, but I don't think it's going to work. Azarain rolls out of the ring, and Raji follows suit. And now we've got a battle on the outside. Ooh. Eye of the Storm there on Azarain on the outside. And now Azarain looking to fire back and connects with a DDT, spiking Raji's head on the outside of the ring. This is standard rules in these matches, so they really got to watch the ring out. But it would be Azarain and honestly Raji as well to try to win by count out as well, just like in the last match between Cassidy Ryan and Domino. And we're up to a 6 count. This could actually happen here. Leave it to... And there's Azarain trying to do it. 8. Raji's got to get back in the ring before the 10, or Azarain's going to troll his way to a victory here. 9. If she counts 10, oh my God. And Azarain thought he won. Look at that. And Raji still missed the splash. How did he miss the splash? He was wide open. But then he hits him with a Samoan drop. Azarain clearly thought he won by count out, but he did not. And his plan was foiled by Raji, the former champion, who stomps on the Madman Clown's hand and is just stomping away on him. And here comes Raji hoisting him up. Oklahoma Slam. And he actually won the World Heavyweight title that way, as he's got the lateral press on Azarain. 1-2. Azarain kicks out at 2. Raji getting fired up here. He's got another finisher locked in. Azarain might be in trouble. He's got to figure something out here. Oh, he's going to get hit with it again. And he gets mashed into the ring mat. Oklahoma spot. Oklahoma slam. Oklahoma spot right there. And Azarine gets mashed into the mat for the 3 count. I can't believe how quick that match went. But Azarine's plan backfired on him. And Raji ends up winning to advance to the next round. All right, here we go. We're down to our final 4. All of round 1 has concluded. I can't believe the Azarine versus Raji match just now ended so quickly as it did. But I think really Azarine had the game plan, the strategy to try to count Raji out, and it almost worked. He was less than a second from winning, and it just backfired against him. But now we are down to our final 4. It's going to be Grem versus Cassidy Ryan coming up here in a little bit. And then, of course, Raji versus Big D on the other side of the bracket. And then the winner of this tournament will meet Wizard Boz next Tuesday on pay-per-view for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And right now, both of the former world champions are still in this tournament. Of course, we know Grem Zazarus is our first ever World Heavyweight Champion in CPW history. And of course, Raji is the former World Heavyweight Champion. So this is really interesting. There's only been 3 champions in CPW, world champions in CPW history. And all 3 are still possibility to be in the match next Tuesday. So that's pretty wild how RNG has fated that. But we'll get back to this in just a few. We have more matches to get to on the other side of the card.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Weighing in at 246 pounds. Hine.
If you check the spreadsheet pinned to the top of CPW in the Discord, it should have his entrance posted in the spreadsheet.
From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 244 pounds, the Internet Television Champion, Hunter.
Well, I have to talk a little bit about Feats here. We talked about it on last Tuesday's show. What an incredible run Feats has had so far. Being the Twitch.tv television champion of CPW. The longest running champion currently in all of CPW right now. His run has been quite impressive. And tonight it looks like the Hunter will meet the Soldier. Well, the on-again, off-again NASCAR driver known as Hype. Sometimes he's a soldier, sometimes he's a NASCAR driver. Now that NASCAR 25 is out, he might go back to being the NASCAR driver again. You never know with Hype. But tonight we get Hype versus Feats, and you'll notice the counter at the top right corner of the screen. That is because this match is set for television title rules. The old school WCW TV title rules, since Feats is the current reigning television champion right now. So if the time runs out and the match still goes on, Feats will win by proxy. So Hype has got to work to a victory before the time runs out. And there you see Feats immediately putting his feet on the ropes, trying to get a sneaky, quick win there. But back to Feats in his title reign. He won the title back on April 29th. Back at the big one against Jimmy Zaz. Feats has had the title belt since April 29th. That is insane. Probably going on as the longest title reign in all of CPW history, in fact. I don't know if the Zombies Kappa title reign is still #1 there. Oh my God, oh! Off the top rope, and Hype doing a little tornado spin there off the top rope to the outside. Suicide dive on top of Feats. And then dropping a knee drop onto the champion. But yeah, you can check that out by going to !CPW. We do have a webpage dedicated to this show. All the title belts, title histories, champions in our roster are posted on !CPW if you'd like to know more, including past episodes on YouTube. Every single episode of CPW is on YouTube in a playlist if you'd like to know more about CPW. But yeah, Feats on a phenomenal title run here as they need to get back into the ring. We're up to a 6 here, no you. And Hype might try to win this thing like Azrain thought he was going to do earlier against Raji, but Feats slow to get into the ring, but he does. Shoulder block, taking Hype off his feet. You can't help but, ooh, and Hype fires back with a, pops him in the side of the head. You can't help but wonder. Well, Hype completely missed out on that one. Roll up from Feats, but Hype kicks out. And a couple of kidney shots there. Taking Hype off his feet again. And a toe kick from Feats. He's got him in the pump handle and drops it with nail in the coffin. Pulls the leg of Hype up. Trying to score the pin here. Can he do it? No. Hype kicks out. And now Feats telling Hype to get to his feet. Oh, whoa, he tried to shoot in, but Hype caught the arm before he could and immediately goes for the cover. Well, kick out at 1. And another, oh, kicks him in the side of the head. It looked like a roll-up for a second, but Hype changed it up. And now Feats is caught unaware here. He's up in powerbomb position, and here comes Hype. Oh my God, a last ride, which is poetic considering he's the NASCAR guy. Goes for the cover on top of Feats and almost gets him. Wow. Hype hitting the elevated powerbomb called the last ride, as in NASCAR 25. Tries to go for a front drop kick, but Feats maneuvers out of the way. Or should I say Pitt maneuvers out of the way. Hype now backing up into the corner. Here comes Feats now. Ooh, kick to the side of the head. And he's got the tie up. Throwing Hype face first into the top turnbuckle pad. Great back and forth match we have here. These two are just reversing each other like crazy. Step over, leapfrog from Hype, and connects with the kitchen sink. And Hype's got the leg hooked. Well, kick out of 2. And the neck is cinched in tight there. I saw a Dino Crisis sign in the crowd. Here comes Hype. Oh, step up kick to the side of Feats' head. Here comes Hype. Oh, completely missed. Feats stepping out of the way and missing his shoulder block. Man, this has been a reversal fest. Oh. He got bonked with his foot. Hype sending Feats into the corner. And we're 9.5 minutes left on the clock before Feats will win the match. Tries for a lariat. Hype's reverses him. Tie up there between the two. Feats taking him to the corner. Snake eyes. And Feats now putting the foot over the throat. And just simply going for the lateral press to try to end it. Almost does. 9 minutes left on the clock. And now hits the shoulder block. Lariat. And now Feats is getting himself fired up here, amped up for something. Back body drop. And I believe the spine buster's coming up next. And connects. Everyone's got finishers locked in here. Feats with the cover. Was that going to be enough? No. Frustration setting in for Feats, but I feel like a finisher might be coming up soon. Pops Hype around. Got him with the backdrop. No, reverse atomic drop. Pulling Hype away from the ring ropes so he will not get a rope break. And oh no, here comes that harsh knee. Oh my God. And that's how he won last week. And he might win it again. No, somehow Hype kicks out. I can't believe it. That is one of the stiffest shots in all of CPW. Very dangerous move. Of course, yes, that's the Feats trigger, not the V trigger, the Feats trigger for sure. And now Hype going for last ride again on Feats. Oh yes, he's going for the pin. Is the last ride enough? No, Feats kicks out. What a great back and forth match here. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh my God. Talk about knee to the head. Feats just got one right back in return, and Hype will come out of nowhere and get the win over Feats tonight. You don't usually see Feats take an L, and he did tonight against Hype. Are we seeing the TV title match for next Tuesday on pay-per-view? Is it going to be Hype versus Feats for the TV title? Has Feats finally met his match here in CPW as TV champion? I think we'll find out next Tuesday when the title's on the line.
Bad news, Daddy.
You just made the list.
Thank you, Piku, for the resub. I appreciate it. I think you might have missed me earlier. I said, what if we see Impacted Piku step into the ring here at CPW soon? It could happen. Thank you for the 6-month resub, Piku, and thank you for the raid earlier. Appreciate it.
Resident Evil.
The following is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Awesome Ones from New York. Weighing in at 229 pounds, AJ Jacobs.
It's Homelander. AJ Homelander.
And his opponent, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Junior Action Champion, Spike Ryan!
All right, we've got ourselves quite the interesting match. I was quite shocked when I saw them talk about a ladder and set the ladders up on the outside of the ring. But apparently, from what I'm being told, considering last Tuesday, AJ Jacobs defeated Spike Ryan in a non-title matchup, and now they're back in a rematch here tonight on the Go Home show before next Tuesday's pay-per-view, is apparently AJ Jacobs is next in line for the Young Lions title shot, the title belt that you saw Spike Ryan come out to the ring with. But apparently in this ladder match, whoever can climb up the ladder and bring the briefcase down will get to choose the stipulation of which the title will be defended next Tuesday on pay-per-view. Can you believe it? That means if Spike Ryan is able to climb the ladder and grab the contra. Oh my God, where was he drop kicking? Spike Ryan almost drop kicked that little girl in the front row over there. So Spike Ryan could climb up the ladder, grab the contract, and choose any match he wants where the belt is on the line, and the champion Spike Ryan could do the same. Look how quickly he's climbing up the ladder, going for the case. And AJ Jacobs says, I don't think so. Knocks him off the ladder. And it's going to leave it open for AJ Jacobs to do the same. And oh, crash and burr from AJ Jacobs. The ladder getting toppled over. And Spike Ryan doing what he did last Tuesday. He was doing a lot of taunting, a lot of posing, not taking AJ Jacobs very seriously in their match. And he's going to go. He went for high risk, and it paid off that time. Big splash outside of the ring from the top rope. And to answer your question about Sneaky Sean, yes, he is an inspiration from Payday 2 back when he was alive, because he's another long-lost brother that we lost several years ago. He sadly passed away several years ago from here on Twitch. He loved his inspiration of Payday 2, and so that's why his character is an inspiration of that. To answer the question of the lore behind Sneaky Sean.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yes, Phasmo. We love Phasmo. We also love the sound effects. All 60,000 of them. They're great. But yeah, Sneaky0189. In fact, I believe he was part of the Badass Games community, the Tomb Raider community as well, many years ago. But yes, he sadly passed away, and yes, he loved Payday 2, the inspiration of Payday 2, and therefore he had an inspired character of Payday 2. Just like you'll see zombies, vampires, Diablo, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Weirdo, Psychopaths, Murderers, Fallout, Castlevania, Portal, Final Fantasy. It's no surprise. You're going to see it all. I mean, we saw an Easter rabbit earlier, for God's sakes. Nothing is out of limits here at CPW Wrestling, so Payday 2 is kind of soft compared to what else you'll see around here. Well, AJ Jacobs lit up Spike Ryan in the corner, which allowed him to climb up the side of the ladder, but he recovered swiftly, and now we are back to square one again. And Spike Ryan up with a powerbomb. He's going to go for the double powerbomb. Or is it the triple powerbomb? It's going to be the triple powerbomb on AJ Jacobs, who wrecks him 3 times here in this ladder match. And now he's going to go for another weapon under the ring, a steel chair. Oh, yes. The good old trusty steel chair. Oh. A wide open shot. AJ Jacobs running right into the kick from Spike Ryan. And now that's going to open him up to climb up the ladder and fumble on the case that has the contract. This would be great home field advantage for Spike Ryan. He will get to decide what match he defends his own belt in. If he can get it, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? AJ Jake. Oh, he's hanging. He's hanging. He's hanging. AJ Jacobs caught him in the nick of time. He was so close to unlatching that briefcase from the wire up above. Oh, and look at this. Oh, Spike Ryan trying to go for the lariat, but AJ Jacobs catching him with a great counter there. And look at Spike Ryan. He knows he's almost got this. AJ needs to wake up out of the corner. He needs to get him. And he's back. Spike Ryan kicks him off the side and pushes the ladder over. Bopping him on the head. Running lariat. Do you have the 9-inch nails logo? I'm assuming that's what you meant by NIN. I can have any logo I can make, as long as it isn't against TOS. Lethal headbutts from Spike Ryan onto AJ Jacobs in the corner. Brutal. Anyone else on the roster is from a game? Yeah, we've seen at least probably 4 different video games represented on tonight's show alone, if you've been watching carefully. AJ Jacobs, top rope. Here comes the spiral tap. No, he missed. And ripcord into the inside out lariat. AJ Jacobs inside out. Groggy. Back to his feet, but groggy. More taunting from Spike Ryan. He loves to do that. And while AJ is trying to clear the cobwebs out, here comes Spike Ryan off the top rope. Axe handle to the back of the head. And pops him. And now Spike Ryan, finisher locked in. Here comes end of the day. Face plants AJ Jacobs, who just has not been able to get much momentum going lately. And Spike Ryan placing the ladder in the corner, trying to figure out what to do next. AJ Jacobs needs to fire back with some momentum here and quick. And oh no, here comes that single leg Boston Crab from Spike Ryan, but that's not going to do any good. No submissions in this match. And here's AJ setting up the ladder now. He's got a little bit of time here to... No, Spike Ryan's already back up. Almost allowing... Oh, well, I thought we were going to have a double climb, but nope. Spike Ryan immediately knocks the ladder over. And whips... Nope, reverse whip into the ropes. And AJ sends Spike Ryan clear out of the ring. Uh-oh, this may be the opening he needs. Where's he going? He goes for the longer, further away ladder. AJ Jacobs, what are you doing? Brings another ladder into the ring. He had time, but does not utilize it. Off the ropes, ducking under the big boot. Here comes AJ. Nice Frankensteiner onto the ladder, by the way. Stiff landing there. And now AJ Jacobs, middle rope. Up and over and hits a blockbuster. Shout out to Buff Bagwell. And now AJ setting up the ladder again. Can he do it? Spike Ryan's down. AJ slow to climb up the rungs. No. How many tumbles off the side of a ladder can one person take before they are out of it for good? Spike Ryan again with quickness climbing up the ladder. Fumbling on the case. AJ trying to... Oh, he got him. He got him in time. And pulls him down. Here comes a springboard tornado DDT, and Spike Ryan gets spiked on his head. AJ Jacobs missing the leg drop. Once again, Spike Ryan climbing the ladder. Seeing the opportunity, seizing the moment. Climbs up again. AJ is down for the count. And it's... gonna be, he's got to get up, drop kick the ladder, do something. No, it's Spike Ryan will come back and win tonight.
No,
it was AJ who won last week. It's Spike Ryan who wins tonight, and he gets to decide what match stipulation he will defend his Young Lions title in next Tuesday on pay-per-view. I wonder what he's gonna choose. He wins tonight.
The following contest is a tag team
No.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, Lily!
Wait, did she just say this is Tad Peters' Celestia doll is a special referee? Oh my God. What? Who came up with the idea for letting this doll, this evil, psychotic doll, be a special referee for any kind of match? We know what it thinks of Celestia. Well, not Celestia.
And the participants. First, representing Vicious and Delicious from Erie, Pennsylvania, Lady Lauren. And her partner, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Diego Buddy.
Wait, they're official now? Celestia and Maggie, we've seen them team up a lot, but they're finally coming out together. Whoa. A newfound attitude here when they come out here together. But I don't think they're going to be as happy when they realize who the special referee is of this match. My thoughts exactly. Well, we've got ourselves a tag team matchup here. Oh my God. The doll is actually refereeing the match. We literally have Lady Lavin and Disco Bunny in tag team action together, teaming up for the first time to take on, I guess what they call is the Latina World Order, not the Latino World Order, the Latina World Order, Maggie Moore and Celestia. And they both have history with the doll. I just can't believe that somehow, some way the doll wound up getting clearance to become a referee? Does the doll even know how to count to 1, 2, 3? This is obviously some kind of mind games by Tad Peters onto Celestia. And look at the doll, not even checking the pin, not even counting the pin, to completely screwing Celestia over. Wow. Is this how this match is going to go? Is this how the match is going to go? Wait, what? What? What was that? The doll just screwed her over. The doll just screwed him over. No! What is this?
Lady Lauren and Diego Bunny.
How in any facet of reality is that fair? They knew they were going to get screwed over the second they came out here. Something's got to give here. And look at that of referee rating for the doll. Abysmal. They should take note and never let the doll be a referee ever again. If they're going to bring in if the doll, otherwise known apparently as Selly, the new Celestia, the new and improved Celestia, is going to have an abysmal rating like that, I don't think they should let the doll referee any more matches. That's just my opinion, but a complete screw job and more mind games from Tad Peters and his Celestia doll on Maggie Moore and Celestia. The pay-per-view next Tuesday, something's got to give. Something's got to come to a conclusion when it comes to Tad Celestia, his Celestia doll that he does things with, and Maggie Moore.
The following is a King of the Ring semi-final match. Making his way to the ring, representing the good guys from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 232 pounds, Grem. And his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 246 pounds, Cassidy Ryan.
Mother humper.
All right, here we go. We've got the return of the World Heavyweight Title #1 Contendership Tournament. Both of these guys have wins from earlier tonight. Grem defeating Tad Peters, Cassidy Ryan defeating Domino earlier. And now we're in the semifinals, Grem versus Cassidy Ryan. Who will go to the finals to get one step closer to get a World Heavyweight Title shot against Wizard Boz next Tuesday on pay-per-view? You know, Wizard Boz is watching from his throne at the top of the arena, looking down on the battle taking place like he's Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat, looking at all the 8 competitors work through this Mortal Kombat tournament to challenge him in his world title. Referee taking the long way to go make the count for Cassidy Ryan there. What's up, Mr. Cantot, former Kappa champion from last Tuesday. Ooh, kick to the side of the head of Grem. The only bad thing about if you do win this tournament is the person who wins, who gets the title match, will have competed in 3 matches tonight. They're definitely not going to be 100%. Not like Wizard Boz is, considering I don't think Wizard Boz is going to have a match tonight. So Boz, the world champion, is going to be completely fresh, while whoever he defends his title against is going to have competed in 3 different matches in a single night. That's pretty wild. But got to work your way and earn your way to that title shot. When it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship, only a select few ever make it that far through the ranks of CPW. And look at this ankle lock from Cassidy Ryan, trying to snap the ankle of Grem. Of course, as well, if anyone is new to the show tonight, the bars at the bottom of your screen will tell you who is who based upon Twitch chat, users in chat. Everyone you see, every character you see on the show tonight is someone from the Croakitoad community or fellow streamers on Twitch. That's how our show is based upon. Cassidy Ryan now, finisher already locked in on Grem here. And he's got him in that rear naked choke. This is how he beat Domino early in round 1. Is he going to do? Oh, man. Lucky break there from Grem. He was up in the ring ropes, touched the ropes, and the referee told him to break it off. At least we have a legitimate referee in this match that knows what they're doing instead of that damn evil doll of Tad Peters that just came out here strictly just to ruin Celestia and Maggie Moore's night. There's going to be hell to pay from the Latinas next Tuesday, I'm sure. Oh, and Grem hitting that top rope moonsault right on the button that time. Grem now hooking the leg. And Shredder laughing from the crowd as he watches Grem try to work his way back through this single elimination tournament tonight to get a crack at the World Heavyweight title. Here comes Grem. One kick. Here comes the Canadian Destroyer, and he connects. We saw a load of those on Tad Peters earlier in round 1.
Take a look.
Take a look. The Rock says, take a look. Does Grem win in front of The Rock and the fans? No, he does not. And Grem again going back to the top rope moonsault, but Cassidy Ryan was ready for it. Sends Grem to the ring apron, bops him on the head. And drops Grem shell first on the ring apron. And now, ooh, Grem face first. Smile first under the hard ring apron. The edge of it, and a backdrop on the outside. Cassidy Ryan probably going to try to once again rely on trying to cheat to win, aka ringside countout. We'll see if his plan comes to fruition here. The same plan that Azarain tried earlier, and it backfired against him. Nope, everyone's going to get back into the ring. And a bad time for Cassidy Ryan to taunt as Grem lit him up. Grem right back up to his feet. Gonna go for a springboard and missing the elbow, which opens it up for Cassidy Ryan. Toe kick. And here he goes. And spins him around and face plants him into the mat. Grem dropped face first into the ring mat. Cassidy Ryan with the cover, but Grem kicks out. Stomp to the right wrist of Grem. He won't be eating any pizza with that hand later tonight. Cross arm breaker from Cassidy Ryan, pulling out all the submissions here. I don't think he's wrecked Grem's arms enough to secure a win that way, but never hurts to try, I suppose. And here comes Grem, looking once again to go flying through the air. That's what he likes to do. Front drop kick. Connects on Cassidy Ryan. Winds him up, takes him down. Cassidy Ryan's turn to go high flying. Will it pay off? That's a long ways to go. No, he misses the elbow drop. Well, Grem is going to go for something, but changed his mind. Off the ropes, comes back, nice. Belly-to-belly suplex. Grem perched up top. Connects with the axe handle as Cassidy Ryan turns around. Eats all of that one. Leg hooked. And another kick out. Grem's got a finisher locked in. Will he utilize it here successfully? Taking Cassidy Ryan to the kick corner of the ring. Fires back with a fist to the breadbasket. Reverse Irish whip into the corner. Cassidy Ryan, what's this? Oh, suplexing Grem into the corner. Stiff way to go down. Lateral press from Cassidy. No, Grem kicks out. Finishers locked in for the both of them. I feel like the climax is about to arrive. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he tried to bop him around to go for that rear naked choke. Grem countered it. Oh, and he got him anyway. But is he next to the ropes? Is he next to the ropes? Grem's choked out. Oh, he got him. Cassidy Ryan, his second rear naked choke of the night. And he will move on to the finals to meet the winner of Raji or Big D. Someone lost some channel points on that one. All right, moving down to the other side of the bracket. It's time for the Big Biscuit to take on Big D. Who will meet Cassidy Ryan in the finals? Let's find out right now.
The following is a King of the Ring semi-final match. Making his way to the ring from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 344 pounds, Jeremy Moore. And his opponent from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 272 pounds, Big D.
Okay, who's going to meet Cassidy Ryan in the finals of this tournament? And look at this, Big D backing down from Raji. You never see that. Big D usually towering over his own opponents. That's just kind of like the old saying, there's always a bigger fish in the sea, you know what I mean? Big D usually bigger and beefier over his opponents until he comes toe-to-toe with Raji, who's even bigger than he is. But Big D picking up a win earlier. Over Thaddeus, and Raji getting a win over Azarain.
All right, I'll see you guys back at that spot. All right, guys, I'm back at this spot.
To make it this far, both with one win each in tonight's tournament. They'll have to fight this match and then the final match, whoever wins, one more match here tonight to get the ultimate title shot against Wizard Boss for the world title. Raji, with Grem's elimination, Raji's the last former champion still alive in this tournament to get a crack once again. Otherwise, it's Cassidy Ryan waiting in the wings in the finals. After this, as we come close to the ending of our show tonight for this week. Only a few matches left on the show. Appreciate everyone hanging out and watching the show tonight. It's been a fun one. We do have our big pay-per-view next Tuesday. It's always the last Tuesday of each month is our major, we call it pay-per-view, but it's obviously it's Twitch, but major event for each month. We have one each month. It's always the last Tuesday of the month, and that's usually where all the championships and the titles and the storylines and the plots all come to their conclusion. It's going to be a big show next Tuesday, Slamsgiving, including the winner of this tournament taking on Wizard Boss for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that'll be our main event. Nice Samoan drop from Raji. We've already seen a lot of tonight's show as a reflection of what's going to happen next Tuesday. Whether it be AJ Jacobs and Spike Ryan picking a stipulation for the Young Lions title. We saw Hype get a big win over Feats in the TV title match. We saw Chain and Linky and Miles and Rockhard meet in a situation for the international title belt. We saw the Doll once again troll Maggie Moore and Celestia earlier. Really, about the only title belt that has been unaccounted for so far tonight is the Women's Championship with Ashterial and her Witches 3. We've not seen them yet tonight. Oh, Raji trying to go for the pounce, but Big D actually blocked it. Nice move there. That and the Tag Team Championships, of course, currently held in possession of Morsel and Mr. Cantot. And Raji, nice move. Neck breaker on Big D. We even saw John Cena, as part of his retirement tour, come in tonight and try to challenge for the Kappa Championship, but Whiskers, our lovely Easter rabbit, remains the champion and will be ready to defend next Tuesday. Raji stomping on the hand. A viable tactic. You can't do much if your hand's all messed up. Rear waist lock. Ooh, Raji, nice move. Ooh, a headbutt right into the middle of the spine of Big D. Stunning him and sending him out of the ring. Or better yet, let's bring him back in the hard way with a big hammering blow into his back. Stiff landing there. Running clothesline takes Big Raji down to the mat. He's got the legs. Ooh. Stomp into the lower abdomen of Raji. Big D getting fired up. He's got a finisher ready. Oh, look at that. He tried to go for something, but Raji backed off. This fight between these two big boys going down. Vertical suplex stalling. And now Raji's going to return the favor. Oh, and Big D able to actually take the big man down. Big D rolling him over. Boston Crab. Interesting choice of tactic there. And Raji now, oh, look at this. Feet on the ring ropes. Oh my God, he almost did it too. That is hilarious. Uh-oh, Raji wins out first on the finisher, but no, Big D counters out of it. That was a war of the finishers right there. They both had one locked in, but Raji won out. Big D reversed it. And now working the leg. Surprisingly enough, not the leg with the knee brace. Raji suffered a knee injury playing college ball at Arkansas. It's well known. You might as well put a target on it. Big D not going for that previously injured knee, though. Whip into the ropes. Ducking under the lariat is Big D. Continuing the fight. Ripcords him around, but Raji's ready for him. Front face lock. And no, Big D landing on his feet. And that time going for the leg, the knee, with the knee brace. Big D now maybe going for finisher. Backpack stunner could be coming up here. And he got him. Nailed it, executed on Raji. Backpack stunner for Big D. Is he about to advance to the finals? 2? No. I sincerely thought that was it right there. But Raji, showing wherewithal as being a previous World Heavyweight Champion, able to kick out in a nick of time. And now this fight will wage on the outside of the ring. Oh, Raji face first into the ring post on the outside. The unforgiving steel. And into the steel steps now. Wow. Big D is letting him have it here on the outside. Big D guiding Raji around the ring. Throwing him back into the ring. Going to the top rope. Interesting choice for the big guy known as Big D, but he connects with the X handle. Nevertheless. And hits the big splash while Raji's down on the mat. A stomp to the back of the head. That'll do it. Raji picking him up. No. Big D counters out of it. Drops Raji with the DDT. Big D picking him up. No, Raji countered it again. So many counters in this. Nice backdrop from Raji. Looking like Dr. Death Steve Williams right there. Love it. I have to say, every single match in the tournament so far has been really amazing. Oh, maybe with the exception of the original Azarane match. Oh my God, he pounced him. Like a linebacker going for the quarterback right there. He almost sent him flying out of the ring. Raji's now got a finisher locked in on Big D. And he's going to hit him with the Oklahoma Slam. One of his finishing maneuvers, and Big D might be out. He got pancaked into the mat by the former world champion, too. No! How did he kick out? Unbelievable. And Big D coming back with a nasty cut on his forehead. He's going to fire back with the trifecta of offense. He's got the finisher locked in. Can he capitalize on it? Spins Raji around. No! Back elbow to the reversal. Raji just one step quicker. Props him up into the ropes. Reverse. Here comes Big D. Oh no. Oh my God. Raji completely smacks through him like a 16-wheeler lorry. But still Big D powers out. I can't believe it. Where is Big D getting this from? 2 times in the match now. I felt like it was really over. But a bloody Big D staying in this thing, knowing that he has to win this. Uh-oh. He's got him up on the shoulders. Backpack stunner, number 2 on Raji. The patented finisher of Big D. Will it see the finish here? 2, 3, and it does. Big D will move on to meet Cassidy Ryan in the finals for the World Heavyweight title shot.
What are you doing here?
All right, semi-main event coming up next, and it is has a lot to do with the tag team division and what will probably take place next Tuesday.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 485 pounds, Nathan Moore and Rose, two-man power trip.
Okay, a correction from earlier. I thought that Mr. Cantod and Morzel had won the tag team titles.
628 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Welch the Monster and Angus Kong, the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, there you go. I could have swore that Morzel and Mr. Cantot were the current reigning tag team champions after Purgatorium, but I guess the Titans won the belts back. I guess I completely missed out on that thought. But there you see our current reigning tag team champions, Anubis Khan and the Welsh Mosher. Here in our semi-main event, that means there's only one match left after this.
Accompanied by Ashterial, Van Witch, and Jen Von Lee.
And here comes the first ever all-women's stable to ever be created in CPW, the Witches 3, known as the Blood Triangle, led by our women's champion Ashterial, Jen Von Lee, and Vampie. Looks to be in action tonight, apparently inserting themselves into the tag team ranks here. This could get interesting. Whoa, what a match we have here. This is crazy. Look at the Titans. Jen Von Lee trying to attack the Welsh Mosher. Rogue going after Anubis Khan. Didn't quite work out. The size difference is actually kind of funny here. But hey, anything goes here in the lands of CPW. And with Ashterial watching on at ringside on the right-hand side of the ring, our women's champion watching her fellow witches try to do some damage here in the tag team ranks tonight here in our semi-main event of the evening. Hey, you know what? If I were the witches and if I were FAFO, I'd be working together to take out these big boys. It's going to take all 4 of them to take out the 2 of them. To be honest with you, look at the size of these behemoths. Well, there are bodies laying all over the place except for our tag team champions right now. Oh my God, Jin gets a harsh shot to the side of her head, and there's Ashterial making her presence felt, taking the protective turnbuckle padding off the corner in the bottom right. Mosher going for the pin on Nathan Moore, but Jin Von Lee breaks it up. And Vampie going to town on Anubis Khan over there on the left. This is every person for themselves. Only one tag team can walk out the winner in this thing. But honestly, it's in their best interest to work together against the tag champions. Yes, no problem, Impacted PQ. Thank you again so much for the raid. I appreciate you sticking around and watching. And sounds like we've got a lot of new folks wanting to join the ranks of CPW. Maybe Impacted PQ will be one of them. Hope to see you soon. Have a good rest of your night. Vampie getting dropped throw first over the top ring rope, and there's Mosher with a pin on Rogue, but Nathan Moore breaks it up. Ashterial doing her best to throw weapons into the ring. There's a steel chair in there right now, provided by Ashterial, the women's champion. Hello, Disco Bunny. You were in a match 2 matches ago. Oh! Mosher tried to go for the big wind-up punch, but Rogue said, I don't think so. There's so much going on in the match right now. Vampie with a cover onto Rogue. And Anubis Khan gets back body dropped. Ashterial with another steel chair in the ring. Oh, Nathan Moore gets dunked to the outside. A whip by Vampie off the ropes. Welsh Mosher catches her. Oh my God, completely choke slams her right out of her boots. Uh-oh. Someone's got to get in there and make the save. I don't know who did, but... All right, have a good night, Pool Frog. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight and watching the show. We'll get on your wrestler soon. Hope to see you back soon. Have a good rest of your night. Morning. Rogue trying to go for the cover, but it's broken up, and Vampie runs into a brick wall of Anubis Khan. Rogue's got Welsh Mosher up in a suplex, but he lands on his feet. Oh, a chair shot. I think Nathan Moore just ate a chair shot from Anubis Khan. Here comes Vampie. Oh, look at this fisherman suplex. Look at the bridge on Vampie there. Wow, that was pretty crazy. Thrown back into the ring. And Nate drops Welsh Mosher on the back of his head. Electric chair drop from Nate onto Jin. And we just
That's what I'm talking about.
We just have stuff happening all over the place here. It's really hard to keep track. I think I just saw Rogue hit a V-trigger on Jin Von Lee. Vampie's got a kendo stick. Great, we got weapons all over the place now. Oh, Nate pops one over the head. Stiff kick from Jen onto Anubis Khan. Here comes Rogue. Oh, did the referee just eject Ashterial from the ring? Oh, release suplex. The referee was having some harsh words to our women's champion, Ashterial. No, she's still out here. Okay, she hasn't been ejected. My God. Vampie trying to cover Anubis Khan. There's just so much happening right now. Uh-oh. Well, like Mosher almost got the 3 on Vampie. Was that a neck breaker on Nathan Moore from Vampie? Backslide driver attempt from Rogue. But Vampie saved Jin from taking that. Mosher's got a kendo. Oh my God, he cracked a kendo stick over. Yeah, there's a lot of delicious booties here tonight, that's for sure. What is happening here? Oh, butterfly suplex. Like I said, Disco Bunny was in a match a few matches ago. Might have to go back and check it out. It was a pretty funny match too, by the way. Anubis Khan, cover on Rogue. No, pin broken up. Anubis Khan reversing the suplex attempt from Jin. And look at the tag team champions standing alone in the ring. At least for right now. And here comes Rogue. Uh-oh, he's about to get caught with the chokeslam. Oh my God. Here's a big cover here. This might end it. No. Nate comes into the ring at the nick of time. Makes the save. Oh, Rogue slips out, rolls him up. I don't think, oh, Nate, great protection there from Nate. Oh, it gets rolled over anyway. Oh, look at that. Nate almost tried to hit a pedigree on Jin, but she reversed it. Here comes Rogue. Release suplex. Cover onto Jin Von Lee. Vampie turns around and makes a save for her partner. Now Vampie with a feet on the ropes cover on Welsh. Mosher, of all people, almost got it. How funny is that? And now Nate gonna go for the pedigree and connects on one half of the tag champs. He's wide open there on the pin. Is no one gonna make the save? Okay, someone finally does. Ooh, big boot onto Rogue from Welsh Mosher. Nice Isai moonsault from Nathan Moore. And Welsh Mosher's got Vampie strangling her. Ooh, just completely choking the life out of her right there. Inside the ring. Wow. Mosher with a cover on Jin, but it's broken up. Yes, I see we have The Undertaker, Randy Savage, and Ric Flair joining us in the chat right now. The only thing missing is a golden Kappa that we got earlier. Oh, kendo stick shot explodes on the outside of the ring. And Jin, oh my God. How does Jin have the strength to pick? Oh my God. Plants Welsh Mosher in the mat. Nobody's coming in. Oh my God, they did it. Oh my God, they did it. Jin Von Lee scores a win over the tag team champions in this three-way tag match, and Ashterial's Witches have done it tonight. I can't believe it. Wow. That was a wild match, and I can't believe the Blood Triangle were the team that actually get the win here tonight. It makes you wonder what the tag team title situation is going to be like next Tuesday. Ha! Avoided your explosion. Nice try. Okay, it's time for our main event of the evening. Let's find out who wins the tournament. We've seen every single one of these matches on tonight's show. It has come down to Cassidy Ryan versus Big D. in our main event, our last match of the stream for CPW this week. Who is going to win and get the title shot for Wizard Boz for the World Heavyweight title next Tuesday? Let's get into it right now. Cassidy Ryan versus Big D in our main event.
The following contest will determine the King of the Ring tournament winner. Making his way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 246 pounds, Cassidy Ryan. And his opponent from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 272 pounds, Big D.
All right, let's go. Right out of the gate, Cassidy Ryan was ready to go with the lariat, but Big D rolled out of the way. And rear waist lock from Cassidy Ryan here in our main event of the evening. The winner of this will get a shot against Wizard Boz in the World Heavyweight title. I think at this rate, a lot of people are probably pulling for Cassidy Ryan to maybe do it. He's been at the forefront ever since CPW was established, but just was unable to really seal the deal and really get that shot since CPW came to a realization last year. And this is a huge opportunity for him. He's made it this far, defeating 2 different opponents tonight to make it to the finals in this tournament. But I mean, the same can be said for Big D as well. Look at this move. Nice. Keeps the move cinched on there, goes for a double. And now mounting punches to Big D's head, who had that cut suffered earlier against Raji. I guess the medical staff got him all patched up before he came back out here again. But Cassidy Ryan obviously knows there's a cut there, going for it, targeting his head to maybe try to bust him back open again. And we got the lockup here, Big D Cassidy Ryan, and Cassidy Ryan's going to win out on it. Shoots in for a single leg takedown, takes him down to the mat. A little bit of pose down there from Cassidy Ryan. Another tie-up. Big D wins out with the side headlock. And it looks like we're going to get some rest holds here. Or not. Sends him into the ropes. Ooh, a Judas effect from Cassidy Ryan. Knocking Big D in the head upon return. And a kick from Cassidy Ryan. And he caught the axe handle. Nice move there. Side backbreaker from Big D. Cassidy Ryan out on the ring apron, getting popped in the head. Ooh, we're going to get a backdrop on the ring apron here. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Couple of kicks there. Nonchalantly just showing a little bit of disrespect on the part of Big D as he sends Cassidy Ryan back into the ring. 2 count. And Cassidy Ryan caught Big D before he could go for whatever it was he was going to go for. Now Big D back in control. Going to whip Cassidy Ryan into the ropes. Duck under. Back elbow. And a knee drop to the forehead of Cassidy Ryan while he's down. Big D off the ropes. Tries to go for a boot to the face. Cassidy Ryan dodges. Rear waist lock from Big D. Forearms it to the lower back. And now trying to guide him to the ring ropes. Cassidy Ryan bops him off. Lariat takes him off his feet. Here comes Cassidy Ryan now. Cross arm breaker. We saw this in a match earlier in the tournament. He was trying to go for those submission moves. But Big D immediately gets out of that predicament. And Big D, oh my goodness, here it comes. The overhead press slam. Look at this. Press, press, press. And drop. Big D showing off his strength there on that one. Goes straight for the cover on Cassidy Ryan. 1, 2. Cassidy Ryan with the kick out before the 3. Big D's locked and loaded with a finisher ready. Is he going to go backpack stunner here? No, Cassidy Ryan reversed it. Look at that. And he tried to, oh my goodness, he tried to gut wrench him and Big D threw him off. That was a double finisher reversal, by the way. That was insane. Big D tried to go for his finisher. Cassidy reversed and went for his finisher, and it got reversed. The reverse got reversed. Oh, and the DDT has busted open Big D again from that cut he suffered earlier on in the tournament. Cassidy Ryan now, oh, a forearm shiver to the back of the skull. Completely takes Big D down. And now here comes Cassidy Ryan off the ropes. Elbow shots, now a lateral press. Cassidy Ryan going to maybe go for the cheaty. Is he going to win like this? Oh my goodness. Cassidy Ryan wins out again. Here comes the pump handle. Oh, and drops him with a face buster into the mat. Big D getting his head targeted like crazy. 1, 2, 3, and he did it. Cassidy Ryan will win the entire tournament tonight and will challenge Wizard Boss for the World Heavyweight title next Tuesday. He did it.
GG.
He is your #1 contender for the world title in CPW. He earned it. And there is your tournament result right there. What a great 8-person tournament we had tonight to see who would challenge Wizard Boss for the world title. And we have our answer. It is Cassidy Ryan, who worked his way through Domino, Grem, and Big D to earn the right to challenge for, I believe, his very first ever one-on-one world title challenge next Tuesday. So I hope Wizard Boss is ready to defend against a very motivated and very charged Cassidy Ryan, who wants finally that world heavyweight title around his waist. But that will do it for us tonight. Thanks everyone for hanging out, enjoying the stream. We had so many raids tonight, so much support. We had a level 6 golden Kappa hype train at the start of the stream. That was a freaking fantastic. Thank you everyone for the love and the support. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed CPW tonight. It sounded like a lot of people want to get their characters on the show as well now. We're going to see some more, even more fresh new faces coming along soon. Very exciting. But yes, that will do it for this week for CPW. I will be back tomorrow with gaming. I don't know what, since Black Ops 7 is finished. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.